If you want to become a millionaire, I can tell you a secret method. Do you want to be a millionaire? Do you want to be successful in whatever you are doing? Is there a shortcut method to this? This is related to the parapsychological concept of psychokinesis, that is mind on matter effect. Many people believe that if they manipulate their own mind, they can achieve whatever they want. That is, if you constantly think that you have got what you desire, you will ultimately get it. Some people every day in the morning sit and visualize that they have got what they target. Some people write 100 times, I have reached there, I have got that, etc., etc. Is this true? Recently I was invited to give a talk at a civil service academy. In India, almost every young man aspires to enter the civil service, what is called a bureaucratic service in the West. About 10 lakh young men apply for the entrance examination. But there are only about 1,000 vacancies a year. So when I was delivering this talk to the aspirants of the civil service, one student asked me, do you think that the law of attraction is true? Because we all try to use our imagination to pass this examination and enter the civil service. I asked them, how many of you are practicing this? So they said that almost 50% of the students were regularly visualizing that they passed the examination, that they became the district collector, which is the first employment which those who pass the Indian Administrative Service examination get. So I asked them, in the last batch, last year, how many people would have done this? About the same number. And did anybody pass the examination? They said no. So why is it that in the last batch also, almost half the number of students did this visualization exercise very diligently, but nobody was able to pass the examination? Now let us take a more concrete example. Let us take the lottery. Only one person gets the jackpot, but quite a large number of persons nowadays do this visualization. And it is quite possible that the person who got the jackpot did not do this visualization also. So what is wrong? Why doesn't psychokinesis work? Does mental visualization fail? This is a very old issue. In the 18th century, there was a man called Mesmer. He was trying to heal the sick using mental methods. He would seat patients around a tub filled with magnetized iron bars, and Mesmer himself would wear fancy clothes and go around the patients with a band in his hand. And the patients fell into a trance, and some of them apparently got a cure. Well, healing is also a kind of mental manipulation, psychic healing. Later on, some psychologists took this up, and a person called Braid coined the term hypnosis. So he thought that he could heal patients by suggestion. So he would request the patients to get up every morning and say that I am healthy, I am cured, I don't have the illness anymore. Again, a visualization, a mental manipulation to achieve a result. In this instance, cure. And apparently, many people got a cure. And later on, some people, especially a person called Liebald of Nancy, developed the idea that all suggestion is essentially auto-suggestion. Even though you may induce sleep in another person and give a suggestion, if it should work, the person should accept it. So ultimately it becomes auto-suggestion, and ultimately it is what you believe. And then people who believed in auto-suggestion got rid of the hypnotist, and instead of the hypnotist, they would request the patients to tell themselves that they are healed, they don't have the disease anymore. So this became very popular, and soon the psychologists realized that this doesn't work always. And the reason they found out was that when you try to give an auto-suggestion, there is a counter-suggestion present always underneath the suggestion. A woman who is ugly comes to the psychologist and says, I want to become beautiful. So the psychologist tells her, beauty is in your confidence, your mind. So you tell yourself, I am beautiful, I am beautiful. Or you write this 100 times every day in the morning. So the woman goes back and writes, I am beautiful, every day 100 times. But she doesn't apparently get rid of the problem. Now what is going wrong? See, according to the psychologist, when a person tells herself, I am beautiful, or writes 100 times, I am beautiful, every time she does this, her inner mind tells her, you are ugly. That is why you are doing this exercise. So the more you repeat, the more the negative effect also mounts. So that's a counter-suggestion attached to every positive suggestion. That is why this doesn't work. Now the basic question is, can you manipulate your mind and make it believe opposite of what you really believe? That is the story of a patient who went to a doctor. He was suffering from a disease which he had no cure. But he insisted that he should be given a medicine which would cure his illness. So the doctor was very clever. So he told the patient, I will give you a medicine. It will have no effect if you think of a monkey when you are taking the medicine. So the man said, it is very easy. I will not think of a monkey when I am taking this medicine. So will I get a cure? The doctor said, you will certainly get a cure if you don't think of the monkey when you are taking this medicine. So the man took the medicine home, and whenever he opened the bottle, he would think of the monkey. So the same situation arises when you are visualizing something. So you know that you are a beggar and you don't have the capacity to earn money by hard work. And that is why you are resorting to this artificial method of visualization. So every time you say that I am a millionaire, I am living in a palatial house, there is a counter statement also in your mind. Really, I am a beggar. I don't have the confidence to make money. So that is why I am using this visualization. So the more you repeat, the more the counter suggestion mounts up. This is the problem. Can you fool yourself? That is the basic question. Now the Nancy psychologists tried to solve the problem by developing a formula which apparently they thought did not have an opposite. So the famous dictum was, day by day, in every way, I am getting better and better. So you don't focus on a particular disease or a particular goal of making money. Day by day, in every way, I am getting better and better. This is just a positive attitude of mind. So all these psychologists started giving this prescription. It was coined by a psychologist by name Emily Coué. So this assertion became very famous. And a large number of patients every day would tell themselves, day by day, in every way, I am getting better and better. But then very soon, studies showed that this also doesn't work. So what is the counter suggestion inherent in this statement? The counter suggestion is that day by day you are getting older and older. You are getting closer and closer to death. And anybody who says this also knows that he is deteriorating. He has an illness. And that is why he is saying this instead of resorting to any medicine. He also is telling himself that there is no medicine for this illness. That is why I am straining myself to write this 100 times every day. So ultimately, the chapter got closed. Now the same wine has reappeared in a new bottle. That is the secret, the law of attraction. Similar attracts similar, and so on. If you assume that there is something known as psychokinesis, and that will has a kinetic effect, then you also have to admit the possibility of there being a universal will. So your will work only if it synchronizes with the universal will. Now your will can get synchronized with the universal will only if you are fully holy graded. If you are dissociated from the universal consciousness, obviously your will cannot synchronize with the universal will. So it is a question of your degree of holy creation. Now I don't want to disappoint you. If you want to become a millionaire, I can tell you a secret method. That secret method is to sell something which will make a person a millionaire. It can be a medicine, it can be some kind of exercise, it can be a mantra. So if you advertise saying that you have a workshop which will enable you to achieve whatever you want or to become a millionaire, people will be prepared to a huge amount of money and they will come and join your course. So I have found that several people have become millionaires by using this gimmick. You can prepare some kind of concoction and say that if you drink this every day, you will become a millionaire, or you will have the confidence. Or you can invent some kind of practice which will, according to your claim, make a person a millionaire. And there will be a lot of people to pay you good money to get the secret. So that is the secret of the secret.